a very good chance of sunshine coming through in time for the afternoon. It is going to turn out to be a warm weekend. We can see that the warm air has been moving up around this high pressure area right away from the Azores and heading our way. It does mean after warm weather already in some areas through Friday, we're going to see some really warm weather in time for the latter part of the weekend. And to start off with, some coolish but fairly clear weather in the far north of Scotland and a few late spells of sunshine in one or two eastern districts too. Out in the west is where all the thick low cloud is, already quite a bit of mist and fog over the hills and around some of the coastal districts here. Now this was going to gather and bring some drizzle back in across quite a number of places, in fact, overnight. We may see cloudy skies pushing a little drizzle in eastwards across England, and certainly from Northern Ireland up through the west and later the north of Scotland. I think a very good chance of some drizzly weather by the end of the night. Still quite windy across the north of Scotland and quite blustery breezes continuing over and to the east of the Pennines overnight and through tomorrow as well. For most of us, though, it is going to be a markedly mild night, again between about 8 and 10 Celsius. The exception, the northeast corner of Scotland, down to a rather chillier 3 or 4 Celsius in a few spots here. On to the weekend's weather then. Saturday's weather map looks like this. That big high pressure really parked to the south of us, taking over. This is going to be quite a weak weather feature, this weather front, really showing us that most of the cloud will be moving in across the north and the west. As to start off with, Saturday may well be quite grey and cloudy, but in many regions away from the west coast, and particularly away from the west and north of Scotland, we'll see it brightening up. So it may brighten in the eastern side of Northern Ireland, right down the eastern areas here of Scotland, England, and central and eastern areas of England, perhaps seeing some of the brightest weather with spells of sunshine coming through. That's going to lift the temperatures up to 15 to 17 Celsius in places, cooler out around these west coasts where it stays cloudy. Much the same sort of weather situation on Sunday. Good evening.